Hey guys, it's Bastian time. This is Zelda News. I'm your host Bastian, and I fiddled with the settings a little bit on my video capture software, so we'll see whether this improves the quality any. I think it might. I think this might actually officially really truly be 720p, but if it's not, sorry, someday I'll get a new webcam, someday. But anyways, let's get to that first story. First up is The Wind Waker, which of course has been out for an eternity, but it is up for an amazing award, which is the Game of the Decade award, and I think it's pretty well deserved. After all of this time, it still basically stands up to the test of time, both in playability, even the graphic style, which got a lot of flack when it first came out. In retrospect, it sort of has aged just as gracefully, more gracefully, really, than any other Zelda game, in my opinion. So if you're so inclined and you want to vote for it, and I think you probably will want to, there's a link down below where you can click on to find out how. Speaking of things that have been out for a while, but are just finally getting some sort of recognition, Ocarina of Time 3D. Now, that game has been out for quite a while now, but only just recently was a soundtrack released for it. Now, to be perfectly honest, I feel like the music is basically identical, isn't it, between the original Nintendo 64 and the Ocarina of Time 3D version? I mean, I know that Hyrule Field's song is orchestrated, but I think that's it, isn't it? So I don't really know why we need a separate soundtrack for Ocarina of Time 3D, but if you're so inclined, you want to pick one up, there's a link for you down below about how. Next up is the website Cracked, and they oftentimes create videos about popular culture sort of things and basically poke fun at them. No different in this instance. They've created a video called Why Being a Henchman in the Zelda series Would Suck, and it's pretty funny. I mean, it's not the most amusing Zelda video I've ever seen, but it's worth a watch, I think, especially the end. Yikes. Similarly, Awkward Zombie is always posting comics about video games and such, and they do a lot of Zelda ones, and here is yet another one from them regarding poor Dedli from The Wind Waker. I never did this to her, but I'm sure many of you have. You know, you can just sort of abandon her in the dungeon that she follows you into, and when you think about it realistically, what the heck happens to those people, you know? I don't know. Anyways, if you want to look at this comic, there's a link for you down below. And that's it for this episode of Zelda News. Of course, tomorrow is the Nintendo News episode, and then 2 days from now is the second Zelda News episode, so see you then. Bye.